Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It's been about a month now since I have done a video, but obviously after my annual leave going back to work it's just been really hectic and I've not really had much time off, so I thought I would do a quick video, and basically today's video is just a quick show of how I've used my embellishment mousses. And if you purchased, so these are the two colours I'll be using today. These are the Nuvo embellishment mousses and they were on offer back in April, sorry. They were 3 for the price, well, you buy one and you get 2 free. So I decided to stock up on quite a lot of the mousses, and these two colours I thought go really nicely together. So one is called Aquamarine, and this is the embellishment mousse, and this one is called Indian Gold, and again it's such a beautiful gold. So basically, and in case anyone is wondering, if you have bought these are an amazing consistency, as you can see. I absolutely love this colour, but it's really important when you do open them, seal them straight away. Don't leave the lid open because there's a tendency that it will dry. And one of the really important things to remember about embellishment mousses is whatever you do, don't I mean, if you are dipping your brush in, you can do. I've got these stencil brushes, but it's really important that you wash them or wipe them down straight away so they don't go hard. But don't dip your brush into the embellishment mousses or any of the Nuvo mousses. Just take a little bit out with a palette knife, or if you've got one of the Nuvo spatulas, just take a little bit out and work from your mat rather than from the pot. And as soon as you've taken a little bit out, make sure you screw the lid back on and you keep them out of direct sunlight, so you give it the best use basically. So these are the two colours I was going to quickly use today. I'll just move those out of the way. I've literally just got, if you can see that in short, I've just got a little bit of colour which I've just mixed up. And again, it is literally just a case of just mixing it with a bit of water in your palette. And it basically, it's water reactive, so you just activate it with water. Whatever you do, please don't put any tap water or anything like that in your mousses. I think you can use deionized water just to bring it back to life in the pot, but again, work out of your pot and you're more likely to make your mousse last longer. So today all I wanted to do was make a quick card, and I don't know if you received this card making magazine. It came free with purchases, and I made 4 purchases during this period of time, and I received 4 of these magazines. Now obviously I don't need 4 magazines, but I thought I'd use some of the papers that were in this magazine. So if you have received it and you have got some of these papers, they are very thin papers, but there are some really lovely colours in this, and I just think it's perfect. It's a perfect colour combination for this time of year. So I've basically cut out a piece of paper from this, and the colour of the paper is this. Now I don't know if you can see, if you can actually see the design, but it's like a very light pastel floral leafy design on this piece of paper. But basically I've cut out my panels. Oh, got a bit of a mark there, but I'll cover that up anyway. So I've got a 5x7 card. I've also cut out some strips from this paper, and this measures, bear with me. Actually, let's start, let's do this one first. So this measures approximately, sorry, there is a bit of a glare, so I apologise if there is a glare on the mat. So we have just under, just 6 3/4 inches by 2.5 inches. So I've cut this out, and basically all I'm doing is I'm going to layer this up on here just to create a panel, and I've cut out a piece of white card, and this one is 6.5, just over 6.5 inches by 2.25 inches. So what I wanted to do was, I'm just going to get some washi tape because I'm going to use some washi tape just to take this down. And what I wanted to do was just smother on some mousse and use some of the Indian gold, and I'm just going to work on basically the glass mat, because I can just wipe it off once I've finished with it. But it's just using up your scraps and cards and things like that, really. And I know I have had mousses for quite some time, but I've never really used them. So I don't know if you're the same. You know, you might have quite a lot of mousses that you haven't actually used, and obviously over time, if you're not using them, they will dry up. So that's my card taped down, and this is the card I'll be using. It's just going to be a very simple card, but I wanted to use a small panel, and all I'm doing is basically, I'm left-handed, so basically all I wanted to do was get some of this Aquamarine, and just basically, I could have used a bigger brush actually rather than this small one, but I just wanted to, not doing anything fancy with it at all. It's just to create a bit of a background on this panel. And you know, I suppose it's mixed media, isn't it? So it's literally just a case of splattering some colour on. And all I'm doing is just moving my brush left to right. And this actually matches the cardstock, well, the paper, really nicely. So then you got that. Just going to wipe the excess off on a baby wipe. And then I'm just going to add, sorry if you can hear my cat, she is chasing a moth. Just going to activate the Indian gold. And to be quite honest, because I'm working using this palette, it doesn't really matter if I'm using the same water. And all I wanted to do with this is just get it really wet, just breaking up some of that Indian gold. And then I just wanted to do some splatters. And although these splatters are going everywhere, I have got a baby wipe to hand, so, and I will just wipe up the rest. I'll just move that out of the way. Give my glass mat a quick clean. Sorry if I'm making a lot of squeaky noises. There we go. And obviously, if you're doing splatters and things, maybe you might want to do it in a box, so you're not getting these splatters everywhere, because they do get everywhere, unfortunately, when you are making cards and things. So what I'm going to do is just peel this away. I could quickly give it a blast. And I've just used some really cheap washi tape that I got from Home Bargains, actually, quite a few months ago. Let's give this a quick wipe. And I might need to just leave it to dry for a second. So while this is drying, I'm just going to move this to one side so it dries. So while that's drying, I have, from the same papers, I have actually got, I've cut out a sentiment which says "Have a wonderful day," and I've just cut out a piece. It does actually, you get the plates, the actual sentiments within the card making magazine. So I've just basically cut it out into a small rectangle, and this measures just over 1 inch by 3 inches. And I've cut out the patterned paper as well, and this measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So all I was going to do with this is just put a bit of red liner tape. I'm not using glue for this, and the reason why I'm not using glue is because the paper is so thin. The paper is really thin, and if I use glue, the chances are it is going to make it a little bit rippled and a bit bobbly. So I was trying to avoid that, really. Let's just cut a strip, maybe easier. What a beautiful day as well today. There we go. So all I'm going to do with this is just stick it down. We'll remove the red liner. And then all I'm going to do is stick this down. If there is any excess, I can always, trim it off if I need to. There we go. And then, so I'm going to be using this card, and what I might do is just pop it up on a bit of foam. Okay, so we've got that. Right, I don't think this is dried yet. But basically all that's going to happen is I'm going to stick it on here, like so. Locky, Locky. Sorry, my cat's chasing this moth. Right, so I'm going to stick this on, but before I do, I think I am just going to quickly give it a quick blast. So just bear with me while I hook. And apologies for the noise. I'll try and see if I can speed this part up. Okay, so all I am going to do is stick this on here. I'm hoping it's not going to smudge. Actually, what I might do is put it on some foam pads. Running out of fingers here. Right, so I'm just going to put them on because I don't want to so, and again obviously this is really thin, so actually what I might do is put the red liner tape on now just to make it easier. I should have done this first really. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. The weather's nice for you. It's very sunny today in Cambridge. Just move those out of the way. So basically all I am doing is going to put a slight dot of glue. And then sticking this panel down. Like so. I'm just going to quickly trim just a slight bit off there. If I do this off camera. So then, just get my card. And it's literally going to go like this onto there. Just remove the red liner tape. You can use tissue tape. I'm just using red liner tape because this was to hand. And then all I am doing is just lining it up. Nope, 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 nope. Oh dear. Let's try that again. There we go. And then we've obviously got our sentiment, have a wonderful day. And that's just going to go in the middle. It's just a really simple way of just adding a bit of colour and texture using your embellishment mousses. You can actually use your mousses a lot thicker than what I have. What I'm going to quickly do is cut a couple more pieces just to double up. That one there and that one there, just to give it some height, because we've got some foam pads on under this as well. And literally just going to go in the middle here, and that's just a simple card. A simple card using the magazine and the embellishment mousses. So thank you for joining me. As I said, it's just literally just a really simple card. You can also just add some Nuvo drops in the corners if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it as simple as that. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you everyone. Take care.